In 2014. So prior to that time, we have functioned in the renewable energy space, designing and installing solar systems. So we have about 15 years experience designing and installing solar systems. But in 2016, we decided to take it a step further. So we entered into the manufacturing side of solar. Yeah. So what we do now, we have a mix of a combination of all that put together. So there's a part of our business that has to do with PV manufacturing, where we produce the solar modules locally. There's also an aspect of our business that continues with the design and installation of solar systems. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, beautiful. Now, someone will be hearing you now. Like you said, there's been like an increase of people switching to solar. And that is a huge one. I like it because we are going green. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, sure.
So, but now we know Auxano is on a mission to bridge the power sector by providing reliable solar solutions. That's what you guys do, which is very exciting. But I want to ask you now, how is that mission going? And compared to other solutions out there, how much will it cost me if I have like a 3-bedroom flat and I want it to be powered by solar? How much will it cost me?
All right. So for the first question, just like our mission states, we continue to improve. Yeah. What we'll try to do is that we want to make sure that we are part of this progress of solar in Nigeria. So what we try to do is to localize the local supply chain for solar. So being at the midstream, talking about the manufacturing gives us a different edge compared to other solutions, because we know it from the downward to the upstream. We have it inside out. Yeah, in terms of powering, there's this misconceptions that solar has to be compared to the building you want to power or the facility you want to power, but that's not true. The actual designing solar system, we actually go into the minute details, which is to find out what the electrical load you want to power in that building. So we have had cases where people will have one room and parlor, for instance, and they are powering so many things. They have ring boiler, they have microwave, and somebody in a 3-bedroom flat is saying, no, all I care about is my lights, my fan, and my TV. I don't want AC. So
like me.
So it's not all about the structure per se. It starts with what we call an energy audit. We need to know what you want to power in that facility.
It is what you want to power that will tell the kind of power you're going, the solution we're going to deploy.
Correct.
For you.
So we try to do a bespoke solution. Everybody's energy needs are different. So once we get into those minute details and we start from the energy audit, then we can build from there and begin to look at the design and the best equipment to deploy.
All right, Lagos, we want to hear from you. Call us 0700 993 993 993. Since you switched to solar, how has it been for you? Your home, do you use it for your house or your office? How has business been? How much in cost have it reduced? We hear a lot of Nigerians in the last 6 months have switched to solar. So let's hear you. We have a caller on the line. Yes, hello, good morning. This is Nigeria Info Power Solutions. All right, we lost that caller. Another caller on the line. Let's hear from you. Power Solutions, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. Talk to me.
My name is Andy. I'm calling you from Lekki.
All right, Andy, let's hear you.
Yeah, I have a question rather than experience.
Okay.
First, if I read your last question, I think technically it is right. Okay. Let me put it this way: like, if a person wants between 5.5 to 7 kVA power, how much will it cost? And again, my biggest fear with solar has been during the wet seasons, during the heavy rainy seasons.
Okay.
And also the frequency of changing the batteries. Can he clarify on this?
All right, thank you. Thank you so much on that. Thank you. I think our guest will take that. So during the wet season, you heard Andy, he said during the wet season, rainy season, the batteries is another concern for them. Yeah. And they asked something about KVA. Did you get that question?
Yeah. About it.
So do you want to respond to
so basically, there's a lot of components that has to do with solar.
Okay.
So we might have an inverter 5.5 kVA, or you have done your analysis and say 5.5 kVA is what I need to power my building. But we'll still need to look at it, the amount of solar that you will need to be integrated to that supply. So usually, if you have a 5.5 kVA load, we need to put enough solar that can supply that load. So we are looking at maybe a 10 kilowatt solar, that can provide that, supply that load, and still have excess for you to charge your batteries. That brings us to the question of batteries.
Batteries.
So, like every technology, there's also the downside of solar, which happens to be when it's raining. Yeah, so the raining season. That is why in our designs we try to size enough battery bank to cater for that.
Okay.
It's different from the civilized world per se, where they have grid, standby grid that can supplement for that in bad weather conditions. We don't have that here.
Okay.
So what that does for us is that we need to have enough size of battery capacity, storage capacity to be able to cater for that. Yeah. So what that means is that if you were to do a cost estimate, it might be slightly higher doing a battery backup that can give you 3 days, for instance, compared to something that can give you just 4 hours. So we can be able to manage that with the battery storage capacity installed here.
All right, beautiful. 0700 993 993 Lagos. Call me and talk to me. My name is Wisdom Chap Jumbo. Now, my guest in the studio is Gabriel Chukwudi, is General Manager of Auxanosolar. Now, Chukwudi, we have a call, so let's take this call. Let's hear from this caller. 1 minute. And good morning, Power Solutions. Let's talk.
Good morning. My name is Ayo. I'm calling from Songota.
All right. Hi, Ayo.
Yeah, thank you. I want to ask the GM about the power audit. Does it come with a charge? Do you pay money for the power audit?
Okay, thank you so much. All right. Usually, when you do power audit, is that part of the...
So there's a different way we can approach that.
Okay,
basically the energy audit, we don't usually charge for it. But what we have seen cases where people just send you in to do an audit just to compare with what they already have. Yes.
They don't want to pay.
They don't want to pay. You get So generally we wouldn't charge for an energy audit.
Right.
So what happens is that by the time, because we like to deal with ready customers, so if we know a customer that is ready to do that, we do that for free, and we can find a way to include that.
So my next question now is, how do you respond to Nigerians who still believe solar doesn't work? Now, there's an increase in the users. People are switching to solar now. It means people know better.
Yeah.
But there are still some people who still believe, it doesn't work. How do you respond to those kind of people that say, I can't use solar, it doesn't work, I beg, let me go and use the one I'm using? But how do you respond to these things?
Yeah, so that could be the case 10 years ago. Okay. But what we have seen now, a lot of people now use solar. They begin to understand how it works. At the earlier stage, let's say 7 years ago, people don't really know how solar works. Yeah, you had a caller now that called, in the rainy season now. Yeah. If I don't have enough battery back, at that point they say solar doesn't work. But there was a fault on the design stage, where we could cater for that. So if you do a proper design, solar actually works. And I know, like we are taking calls now, people that actually use solar, if you were to leave 1 hour open, you will receive a lot of testimony.
And I want to hear from them. Now, Lagos, call me. 0700 993 993. Did you switch to solar? Have you switched to solar? How is it working for you, your business? We have a caller on the line. Let's hear from this person. Hello, good morning, Power Solutions.
Good morning.
Yes, please. Can you turn on the radio set on your end, please?
Yes, good morning. My name is Patrick. I live in Lekki.
Okay, hi Patrick. Talk to me.
I changed it to solar about 3 months ago. It's fantastic. The challenge that I have is I was expecting it to carry me for at least 2-3 days, but every 10 to 12 hours I need to then either charge up the batteries with my generator. So the question I have for Chukwudi is, I would love if he's able to come and do a power audit to find out whether I need more batteries, I need to increase my inverter size. But yes, it's been fantastic since I installed solar.
Thank you so much. It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic. So but his concern now is, after 3 days, maybe he didn't get NEPA lights, as we call it. So maybe he now needs to charge. Why is that so?
So it's a design stage fault. So your battery storage, you were supposed to design it, standard. Design it something that can carry 3 days. Okay. But we're in the field, so we understand the situation. Sometimes people want more, and they are paying less.
And maybe from the audit they did and the design they did, they have added more things now.
Maybe. Yeah. Or they have said, this is my budget. What can this budget do? The battery storage for that budget might not.
We'll come to budget a bit, but I think we have a call. So let's take this call and okay. Now the person called. Another caller. Please turn on the radio set when you call. Good morning, Power Solutions. Talk to me.
Morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah. Ambrose.
Hi, Ambrose. Do you want to speak up so we can hear you?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. Please go on 1 minute.
So, I think mine, the problem is from I don't know if it is the panel or from that, there's a box that's always inside the house.
Inverter.
Yes, I don't know if that's the problem, because Mine does not charge.
Okay.
Like it stopped charging like after 2 or 3 months. Somebody said it was a battery. I got another battery. They said the battery I got was not good again. So I don't know if it is from that box inside or from the panel on top of the ceiling.
All right, thank you. I got the message. Now, goes back to my question I want to ask you. Now, battery. What are the types of battery we have? And how do we know the best battery to get when we are sort of getting a solar solution?
So there are different types of batteries out there. Yeah, so we have the lead acid type.
Lead acid.
Yeah, we have the most recent technology talking about lithium-ion batteries.
Okay.
So different batteries. We have in the lead acid category, we have the SMF, what we call SMF, the sealed maintenance free. We also have the flooded ones. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's going to depend on what. Once you can get a quality battery, okay, yeah, then the other issues, like for instance, what your caller just mentioned, it doesn't charge. We now still have to check other components. Yeah, so there's component selection in the design. You can have an inverter that is not supplying enough charge current to the batteries. It's just a matter of time, and the batteries are going to fail. Yeah, so when you're sizing, it's not just about taking a box and say this is an inverter. Well, what is the charge current in that inverter? What are you expecting the charges? Batteries are designed to be sustained by charges.
Okay.
If they don't get the required charge for them to work, they're going to fail over time. Yeah. So,
all right. I hope you have a number you can share later for people who may want to reach you to sort of help them with some of these issues. We can share that before we end the show. But I have a question. So, the Energy Commission of Nigeria says the country spends 22 billion annually on fuel for generators.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a lot of money.
Yeah, sure.
Now, from the work you're doing, from your experience, and what is your view? Do you think, do you see the end of generators soon in Nigeria? Do you see the end of it?
So, sincerely speaking, I wouldn't say a total end. Yeah, so just like I mentioned earlier, we have a situation where most of the economy is run by diesel generator as first priority. So what we'll start seeing now is a transition. So what we are currently operating is generator, grid, then maybe solar or inverter or any other source. Yeah.
Okay.
But the more we transition, we will see the table turn.
Okay.
So solar will now become priority.
Okay.
Generator will now become
Backup.
a backup. Yeah, so that is what we will be seeing more often now in the designs going forward. Yeah, because that is the case. If we have to take off generator completely, then we have to sort out our grid because there should be a backup.
All right, we have one more caller. We can take one more call. Let's see. Good morning, Power Solutions. Oh, okay, that's gone. Let's see, that's the next caller. Good morning, Power Solutions. Let's talk.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Sorry.
Yes, no wahala.
I want to know.
Yes, please.
Do you use it yourself or you just produce for people?
Okay. Yeah, if you listen in, you will hear that. We'll talk about it. Yeah. All right. Do you use it or you just produce for people? Well, I use solar in my house. Chukudi, do you use solar?
Perfect for the past 5 years.
If you tell me no, I will chase you out of my studio.
Yeah, anyone that has used solar and seen it work.
And there are different types. I know there are the ones they call solar home systems, which are the small ones. In case you don't live in a big place, you want to use that to just do some work.
Sure.
And there are the bigger solutions where you can go for the inverters and the big panels, correct?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, nice. Okay, now Lagos, this is Power Solutions. We have one more caller, so let's take one more caller. Let's see. Hello, good morning, Power Solutions.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, my name is Mr. Reginald Aboy.
All right, you have 20 seconds.
Okay, thank you. Solar has been very, very fantastic and environmental friendly.
Yes.
But I have a question for the GM. I would want to know the limitation of solar in terms of capacity.
Okay.
What type of appliances can solar carry? Because we have some appliances that are classified as power guzzlers. Something like
all right,
AC and other things.
Yeah, I get your question. Okay, I think most people will need to reach you after the show.
Okay.